Okay, so the meat and potatoes of what you're going to be putting on your blog are going to be the blog posts that are written by your students. So I'm going to be honest here. I did not give my students access to the WordPress blog. I don't even know if through the district I'm allowed to. I had no interest in even figuring that out. I really just made this a part of what we were doing and part of the rotations that we had in class for the 2 days that we worked on this at the end of the unit. And so students put everything that they needed into a Google Drive or a Google Doc, and they shared that with me. So they had their title, they had their write-up, they had their picture, they had their video, all put right there linked into their Google Doc. They shared that with me, and then we sat together and we played around with how their blog post was going to look. And I will tell you that after the second time that we did this, we were able to get through 6 of these in a half an hour. And so it doesn't take that long because the process of cutting and pasting and copying and things like that doesn't take very long. So anyway, how to get that post made. So we're in our dashboard. We're still under our practice blog up here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to post. I'm going to hit add new. Okay. So really all we're going to do is we're going to follow directions right here. So enter title. This is going to be the large title that's going to come. So blog post writing. Okay. So when you want to add in a picture, you're going to use the add media button, and you want to pay attention to where your cursor is. So say I want a picture right at the top of this. I'm going to go ahead and hit this add media button. I can upload whatever I want. So I'm going to select that file. I have a screenshot that I took right here. I'm going to open that. I'm going to insert that into the post. So now I can go ahead and change this and put it to the center. I can put it all the way over to a side, whatever I want. I can play around with that. Okay, hit enter. Now I am going to begin typing in my blog post. I can type in whatever I would like to say for this post. Okay, if students already have this in a Google Doc, I can just copy and paste it. Then what I can do is I can take any piece of it and I can change the size. I want that to be a heading. Maybe I want this to be, I don't know, like pre-formatted. I can change that however I want, and I can take pieces of it and I can change how it's laid out in here. Okay. So wherever my cursor is, so say I want to add another picture, maybe I want to put this picture in again, wherever that cursor is where that visual is going to be going, and then I can go ahead and space it out however I want. Okay, the one tip that I do have for you is if you are going to be putting in a video, it's best to do it from YouTube. So if I have a video from YouTube, so I'm going to come over to YouTube. This is my YouTube that I have right here. It's really easy to upload anything to YouTube. So if my students are creating videos, most of them create them and explain everything. They're going to share those with me. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit this little movie icon with the plus. We're going to upload a video. And all I have to do is I'm going to upload that video to YouTube. So this one I already have uploaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my channel here. Let's back up because I was just over there. So I'm going to go to my channel. And these are the videos that either I've created or my students have created. And so if I open one of these videos here, I'm going to be able to share this. And in order to share it onto your blogging site, you have to be able to embed it. So you're going to go ahead and copy the embed thing, like the embed, all of that stuff. I don't know what that's called. I'm not very technological. I'm going to come back over here, but I don't want it to be in visual format when I do this. I want to be able to put it into text. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to copy it in here. And then when I go back to visual, my video comes up. And then I can also like align it to center. I can align it to a side. If I want to move it. This video is just huge, so it's not going to move because it takes up the whole thing. Okay, so once I have that done, I can save the draft. If I want to preview what that looks like on my site, I can go ahead and preview before I publish it, and I can see if there's anything in here that I need to change. So usually with my students, we would get everything in here. We would preview it, and then, you know, I just kind of set a limit of pick 3 things that you want to change. We're changing it once and then we're good. And if we have time at the end of everyone going and putting their stuff in, then we'll be good to go. Okay, so once you're good and you know that you've previewed it, all you're going to do is go back to your sites, my posts. I'm in the wrong site. Of course I am. Go to the dashboard for the correct site. If you go to your post, you can see that my blog post writing draft is right there. And so it's still a draft. I haven't published it yet, so it's not live. So once it's good in the way that you want it, you would just come over here and you would hit publish. And now it is published. And I know that it's published by going back to all posts, and that draft piece is now gone. Okay? So blog posts, writing those posts is all going to be done from here and adding that new one.